investigation. There are 246 students deriving from economics, law and technology branches who have applied for the 100 open spots to become crime investigation officers. Based on the criteria set by the Director General of Police, documentation verification is expected to be the first step in selecting the top 100 students. In the meantime, after verification of the documentation by the Human Resources Department of the local police directorates, applicants who find they meet the requirements will continue with other selection procedures, such as that of English language testing and medical examinations. Applications were submitted to the local directorates, police stations and online via the Security Academy. Applications closed last Sunday evening. According to a statement from the State Police, vacancies have been opened with the aim of filling organically vacant positions, with selections made based on merit and impartiality. The 100 students selected are expected to contribute to enhancing security parameters and enhancing the quality of the fight against economic and financial crime, money laundering and cybercrime. Germany, France and the Netherlands, as well as Greece, may apply conditions to the opening of Albania's accession negotiations with the European Union, even though the acting Minister for Europe and Foreign Affairs, Gent Sakai, is convinced that Albania has done its duty. Speaking at the Integration Commission hearing, Sakai said that the October decision is both technical and political. The problem is that all these countries have their specifics and the sources of their concerns are never directly related to the same issues. Albania has done more to deserve this process than any other country in the region, said Acting Foreign Minister Gent Sakai. With just 1 month to go before the Brussels decision, Albania has to convince also the new Greek government. With the current government, we are in the process of consulting in order to address all issues that may appear to be an obstacle to Albania's European ambition. We have made decisions to dismiss certain individuals as such, ending the contributions by a certain number of diplomats who do not truly belong to the diplomatic service, said Sakai. Citizens will also be able to report abuses and violations to Albanian embassies and consulates via the My Embassy portal. This year saw enrolments in pre-university education reduced by about 10,000 in comparison to 1 year ago. This data comes from the Education Minister, Besa Shahini, who issued a statement refuting media reports that enrolments had decreased more significantly. The figures he reported yesterday are inaccurate and partial. You reported that there are 380,000 students in pre-university education. In total, enrolments in pre-university education, excluding vocational education, are 455,000 students. If we include vocational education, the numbers go up to about 480,000 students. However, it should be noted that the numbers for vocational education are currently being collated by the Ministry of Finance. By the end of this week, we will reconcile the numbers and confirm the final number of enrolments for the new school year. We assume that compared to last year, we would have about 10,000 students less and not 100,000 less, as has been reported, stated Minister Shahini. Shahini says the phenomenon of reducing student numbers began long ago and did not arise from Rama's rule. According to her, the entire Balkan region is suffering from decreasing student number trends, with some countries seeing rates decrease at a level several times higher than in Albania. I would like to emphasise that a decline in the number of students in schools is not a phenomenon of recent years, nor is it exclusively an Albanian phenomenon. From year to year, Albania has had 10,000 to 20,000 fewer students in schools, including in the university system, including preschool, primary, lower secondary and upper secondary. The descending trend began back in 1992, continued with the same intensity under the DP government during the years 2005 to 2013, and still continues today. The downward trend is related to a decline in birth rates, which is an issue that affects all of southeastern Europe, including the Balkans, said Shahini. Mr. Shahini announced that this year the Ministry of Education will announce the call for the development of books and didactic tools for both preparatory and preschool classes. The Ministry of Health and the Ministry of Agriculture will soon cooperate on products that are marketed as containing iodized salt, but in fact do not. This collaboration aims to prevent disorders caused by iodine deficiency in the human body. According to the Minister of Health, Gerta Manastirliu, some changes and additions to the existing law is necessary to improve the situation, as it directly affects the health of the population. Manastirliu said drastic administrative measures will be taken against all those who violate this law, and there will be no tolerance. Although sceptical of 100% realisation of these changes, all members of the Health Commission agreed on the measures to control and monitor the levels of iodine in food. And that's the news across the country today. Thank you for watching our English edition this evening. Please join us again every Monday to Saturday at 6 p.m. for the latest news across Albania. Once again, on behalf of RTV Ora, thank you and good night.